it's like 6 a.m. And I was trying to figure out how to get to this Marriott specifically. And I took the shuttle van, and it was taking me round and round and round and round and round. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go and work on my sites and the podcast, while I put together my little ticket for American. And I got over here, and it's been like the weirdest thing. And as soon as I got here, look at that, police. Look at them. They've been following me. Like, and they really have no reason why. Like, I've been buying food, I've been minding my business, and I ain't even been here. So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, like, why are you following me unless you was watching my social media or somebody told you to follow me? And now they going down the stairs. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so first of all, especially here, I haven't even ever been here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are they following me? Not only are they following me, but they're following me around like the bus stops and everything. Like last night, I went to 7-Eleven and grabbed some cash back so that I could take the buses and stuff. And, the minute I swiped my card, it was like 4 police officers outside of 7-Eleven. And I'm like, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, let me just get on this bus. Like, I don't even want to take the time to acknowledge them, because then it'll be, oh, we have photo evidence that you was at 7-Eleven and you did. And I don't have time for that. I don't. I've been through enough. Like, you see this blanket that I got on and stuff. It's like, I'm like shielding myself, from all that stupidity and bullshit. So I just got off a bus that just dropped me off here. And I'm like, no, this ain't where I thought I needed. It took us everywhere. It took us to the damn the gas station. It took us to, the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, but the hotel is on the other side. Like, it don't stop there at all. Apparently not. Because I was like, it makes sense to just chill over there while I get things together. Because I'm trying to go. Like, I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, nor has it ever made sense to me to build permanent situations out of something that I know is temporary. Like, I know that I'm not trying to settle here. So what the fuck? Why would I do things that suggest or infer that I'm settling here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. Never made sense. Like, when I first got to Miami, I was like, I like it and Miami is lit, but I don't see this as my long-term solution, because it's too many elements here that let me know that this ain't home. Not only was there too many elements, but it was already, like, I had never been there like that, right? But apparently there was enough people who were against me that were plugged in Miami where that was like they spot. You know what I'm saying? For example, like, one of the chicks who, was involved in the O Project, I believe she from there, And then there was a bunch of, and Rick Ross and 50 don't get along and shit, and he from there. So it's like, there was a lot of elements going on where I was like, I don't feel like this is the place. And so, like I said, after about 4 or 5 days of that shit, I was like, all right, well, I can keep going. I don't need to stay here. And so that's what I was trying to do, like, continue on or whatever. Me personally, and this has nothing to do with comedy, this has nothing to do with nothing, I always, like, had the desire at some point to, like, backpack around Europe and all that shit. Like, that was something that was already kind of on my radar of, like, on or whatever. Me personally, and this has nothing to do with comedy, this has nothing to do with nothing, I always, like, had the desire at some point to, like, backpack around Europe and all that shit. Like, that was something that was already kind of on my radar of, like, oh, I would try that. I would totally do that. I was already that type of chick, and I didn't feel, just fuck that. I didn't feel like it would be a big deal for me to mind my business and do what I felt was best for me at the time. What I do realize in hindsight, though, is I greatly inconvenienced someone who unfortunately wasn't in the position to they weren't in the position to get clarity about why I was doing what I was doing. Because I was doing what I was doing, and I thought I was being very clear about why I was doing what I was doing. However, because of the situation that they was in, you know, it didn't put them in the best, you know, in the best boat. And now that I know what I know, right? I'm like, all right, well, I'm just trying to get back to the West Coast. I'm just trying to get somewhere warm, like, you know, back to the West Coast. And specifically the desert, you know, something desert or beachy. And I'm good, you know. A part of me kind of is like, on the LA life for now. I just, you know, it's like, But, like I said, like California, you know, might as well be the move. I mean, hell, I got my state ID and shit. It's current. I could just plug right in, jump right into like resources and just start building. And within 30 days, you know, life will be all the way different. And so I'm just keeping a positive attitude, you know, and making sure I get my rest. I have a horrible habit of burning the candle at both ends and putting everybody else's needs before mine. And it's a habit I'm definitely breaking, but nonetheless, like, it's taking an effect, you know, on me. Like, I woke up this morning and was just staring at the bags in my eyes like, all right, we got to do what we got to do to make sure that we get plenty of rest. And rest that's peaceful to me, not peaceful to somebody else. Somebody, you should go to a shelter. Bitch, that ain't peaceful to me. Like, it ain't, first of all, it's not that I haven't looked into it, tried it, or what have you, and been played, but it's also, that's not peaceful to me. Like, truth be told, had people not harassed me, being in my tent was way more peaceful than that because I didn't have to worry about nobody or nothing. But unfortunately, I can't even be inside it without feeling a sense of anxiety because of the way I was attacked twice inside my tent. I was attacked twice. 3 times, actually. And that's just some shit that's hard to wake up to. Like, I don't want to wake up like that. Those aren't my goals. So, anywho, I'm figuring this public transportation thing on out. I still got my Dunkin' Donuts in my bag and my other, refreshments. Oh, I'm finna go over here. That's where I'm finna go. This look like my bus over here. I got my Dunkin' Donuts in my bag, and I had me some Burger King last night. It was fabulous. I was like, oh, a Whopper.